How long have you been here?
My name is Katrina Johnson, and I've been here since April 21st.
Okay. What brought you to the Bannon Street Shelter?
Being homeless.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How that happened?
I was living out of state for a while, and when I came back, I actually had nowhere to go. And I didn't want to move home, and it was kind of a stressful situation going back and forth. I decided to try and find me some kind of shelter, and I came upon the VOA. You know, they helped me out. They helped me get in and, better myself.
What kind of services what makes the shelter different than somewhere else, do you think?
It's a lot of compassion here. It's a lot of motivation here. You have people here who really care about what you're doing and not just about getting funding for you. They're out to help you get funding for yourself as far as jobs, better your self-esteem, if you need anger management, if you have problems with domestic violence, if you have no goals, you come here, you start finding goals that you set for yourself. Before you wake up every day, you're like, okay, yeah, I have a goal today. When before I got here, I had no goals. I really didn't care about what happened or what took place or anything else. And you find yourself, I found myself it was hard to achieve my goals because I always wanted to quit. It's hard to do here. It's hard to quit at Bannon Street VOA because it's always someone who's pushing you to go or saying, I'll walk with you or I'll take you. It's so much support here and just caring and guidance to where, you basically want to do it. This is a positive place to be, and I really like being here, though. They have the women empowerment. They have the VOA classes here. NA, the AA, and you have a lot of things you could get your hands on to where if you was just out there roaming around, you would probably be too lazy to go or too discouraged to go, and it's a lot of encouragement. Go ahead and go. It's a yes you can, yes I will, we can do this. So, it's a lot of support here.
How does it make you feel?
Good. Makes me feel real good. Makes me feel good about life and about achieving the goals that I've now set, that I'm actually accomplishing. Not goals I'm like, well, I ain't gonna do that this time, I'll do it next time. I'm actually going to my book and saying, I did this, I did that, I've accomplished that, and okay, I'm finna start this, and I'm making a date to finish it, and I'm finishing it by that date. Because I have support from the staff, my fellow residents, who, if you're mad, they could talk to you. You don't just walk around with attitudes in here all day. And, some people have their ups and downs, but, the atmosphere here, it actually mellows you out, mellows me out. And I find myself, who was one who didn't talk to many people, I even pull somebody aside, like, what's wrong, man? What's the matter with you? It's gonna be all right, and I didn't do that a lot. I didn't do that at all before I came here. I was real timid, real quiet. I didn't talk much. I think I'm the talk of the town. But I have fun though. It's a real cool atmosphere to where I don't mind opening up. I don't mind saying, yeah, I need that help. Yes, I need that support. Yes, would you go with me? Yeah, I'm afraid to do that. Can you help me? I'm not afraid to express myself. Since I've been here.
What do you think all that's going to get you?
It's going to get me a permanent housing. It's going to get me a job. It's going to make me have better communication with my daughter, to where I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to the basketball game, and I go. Not just run the streets saying, oh, I can't make it this time, or I have a job interview, I go. I got to fill out an application. I go up there, fill it out, talk to the people. I know how to talk to them. I know how to explain myself. I go not just get an application for an apartment. I fill it out while I'm there, and I just go pick them up and come home with 20 applications and don't fill out none of them. Fill them out there and keep going because they didn't give me that outlet to where stop, do it, and it's done. And you have somebody there with you if you need it. That's going to be like, we're going to stay here and fill this out. we're gonna do this. We're gonna stop right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fill out one too. You know, so I've accomplished a lot, and I'm still on my road to success, girls. Cause I'm gonna make myself have it.
Good for you. It sounds like a big change in just a couple
Yes.
months.
Yeah, and then you have to want to do it, and even with the attitude I had, because I really didn't care about what nobody said. I do what I want to do, regardless to who said what and what said who. You lose that attitude here. You really do. You lose the pig-headedness, the real just being selfish and self-centered and so stubborn to where you just open up to where, because you got so much stuff thrown your way to where you just, okay, I'm going to catch something. You got to catch something. And everything you're catching is intended to better yourself. So a couple of things I didn't caught and I've learned here, they're all helping me focus on better myself, to make me a better person, to where I can get out there, I can have my own house. Like I said, go to more functions with my daughter, get me a steady job to where I could grow into a career that I like to do, to where I don't come back into the situation, not a repeat, somebody who's constantly repeating. This is somewhere where you focus, you go, and you get. I'm cool with that.
So what do you think would happen if there weren't shelters like this, or real structured shelters that motivate you and empower you to do all those things that you've talked about?
And if it wasn't shelters like this, I believe that a lot of people would still be walking around out there with no goals, or pretending they have goals, wanting to have goals, but not knowing how to accomplish them. I mean, when you come into somewhere that's structured and helps you set a standard pace for yourself, and they're willing to help you, not just sitting there looking at you while you try, and not doing that. They're actually willing to help you, give you rides, support one-on-one, all that. They're willing to actually sit down and be like, what do you need? You can actually, it's that right there will keep a lot of people from becoming homeless again and again and again. Because if you just take everything and take it to heart and do as you know you can, because they will install you that you can. And if you take it for face value and just and soak it all in, you will do it and you will succeed. Other than that, I'd be out there like how I used to be, just saying, well, whatever, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to go tomorrow, day after next. I was like, why are you doing that tomorrow when you can do it today? Okay, there's a class going to start. Don't you need to go to that? Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. There's no such thing as I can't here. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But it's cool. It's a nice place. I've grown a lot since I've been here.
So what's your immediate goals? You talked about finding a place to live, permanent housing, a job. Do you think that you're prepared to do that?
Yes.
Good.
My immediate goal is hoping that Camel Soup's hired me. Because I just went for an interview today.
Good.
So I'm hoping that I get that job. And, we're going to take it from there.
Good job. Do you want to say anything else?
I'm just hoping that everything with the shelters, as far as VOA, it really needs to stay as is, because it really helps